Hello again. We've covered a lot of information on Schoology, and I still feel like we're only just covering the basics of Schoology. There's two more things I wanted to show you, and this is really one thing these two different things are what sets Schoology apart from other LMS learning management systems that I've encountered. And it has to do with the social networking that goes along with Schoology. The first thing I want to show you is under groups. This is the tab that we mentioned in an introduction video earlier. But if you click on groups, you can actually create your own group and have people join it. This would be something that you could do for parents or for students or for your school. You could create your own school's group. But what I'd like for you to do is just browse or find a public group. There's some really cool public groups that have already been created, and these social networking sites are perfect for asking questions, seeking advice to do specific things through Schoology, or even just looking for lesson plan ideas or free resources. So what I'd like for you to do is browse through some of these public groups that people have created. Notice how many members are in each. So these are very large groups that people can contribute to. You can, just like in Facebook, like each other's comments. I want you to just pick one group that interests you. You can pick more than one, but for now, just pick one group that interests you and join that group. And I'm going to join the math group since I'm a math teacher. There's other groups that also interest me that might also go along very closely with what you're trying to do with Schoology. The flipped classroom. The Schoology educators is a good one to get help from people who have encountered these same issues with Schoology as you. So if you're trying to find a workaround. Once you've selected a group, make sure you just write down which group you've joined. Since I don't think I will be able to see the group once you share your course with me. So just write down the group that you've joined and make sure you post that under your access code that you're going to send to me so that I know which group you joined. The other thing I want you to do at this point, click on the home. Notice now that you're home, the recent activity, just like a Facebook homepage, things that people are posting and sharing with each other are now going to pop up. The more groups you join, the more information will pop up here on a regular basis, and you can contribute to that. The last thing I want to show you is the App Center. This is an idea that allows you to install external links and tools that work directly on the interface of Schoology. Click on App Center. Some of the apps require you to purchase a subscription or a one-time fee. Some of the apps just are completely free and you can use them at any time. For example, the Google Drive app. This just makes it so that you can access your own Google Drive account through Schoology rather than having to do a separate tab. My favorite one, the one I think you should all know about, is the one called Remind. Now, you can always find this same resource through their website. They're a separate, not related to Schoology website that's called remind.com or remind101.com. But what's cool is if you were to install this app on Schoology, you would be able to just send text message reminders directly to your students. It's a really cool tool that I've been using all of last year to my students. I can text parents, other teachers, and students who have joined my class Remind group. It's free to use and it's an excellent resource. I text message students every time there's a homework assignment due and tests are coming up and other school-wide announcements that the students need to be reminded of. They can't text you back, but there are ways that you can open sort of office hours Anyway, I really highly recommend remind.com, whether you're using Schoology or not. But for now, pick an app that interests you and make sure it's a free app and click Install App. You can tell it to add it to your homepage, which is very helpful because then that will make it so that it's accessible all the time. Click Install, and it should now be there. If I go back home, notice now Remind is under under my home page. I can click on it and I can now use Remind in the home page directly from Schoology. I can text message. There are 3 things you're going to send me at the very end. Once you've finished your course, your folder with the things embedded inside, you're going to send me 3 things. The access code from your specific course so that I can see what you've put in. And then you're also going to include the name of the app that you've installed and the name of the group that you joined that interests you, just so I know you've done it. And that should take you to the very end.